Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails in the Sky. For today, we are going to the mayor because we need to take care of some business. And last time when we were done with the extermination at Revenue Village, I went back to Bose, just like I said, and along the way I fought every single enemy I could find just to see what they dropped. And none, and I mean none, dropped the poultry, and I figured that it should be one of the bird-like monster that was gonna give it to me, but the yellow birds only dropped eggs, and the blue birds that I found at Mabel village or valley only dropped lighters. So I'm thinking there's still a bird enemy out there that we haven't seen, and the only area that I haven't been to is the road to Hakan Gate. So I'm hoping there's gonna be some new enemies there as well that I haven't seen yet, and hopefully they will drop the poultry that we need. So I can't deliver that quest, but the other ones we now have completed. So I think this will be the opportune time to continue on and go to the mayor, but I just remembered I might need to report the Revenue Village first. And there it is. Good work. It looked like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report. I will. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, just the ingredient seeker, and there's term long, so I should be able to do the mayor quest without triggering it off the list as a fail, or however it's gonna be written up here. Wow, now isn't this a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier. Calm down, Estelle. It looks like this is the mayor's place, alright. Now I just wonder if she's home. Ooh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Bose mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please? We're from the Brazier Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild and we've come here to inquire about the details. Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I am sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her to be back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return any moment now. Well, we're kinda in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be alright to call on her at the chapel? Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you. Oh, don't worry about it. It would be probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person? Big head with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore? Estelle, I think you're describing a pimp, not a mayor. Feathers? Gemstone from every... What? How colorful, but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If you could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace. Oh, never mind, I was just thinking out loud. Ah yes, this might help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor is being accompanied by a maid. That sounds easy enough to find in a crowd of people. Let's hurry and head over to the chapel. And it's a chapel. What crowd? I'm not saying that it cannot carry a crowd, but very unlikely seeing as it's a church. Who knows? I could be mistaken. La la la, we're finally here. This day has finally arrived. After my husband's done worshipping here, it's off to the Bose market to buy. I think that's the same one. Oh, there you are. You're the maid we've been looking for. And you are? Oh, Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Brazier Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested. Ah, I see. Please let me introduce myself. I'm her maid, Lila. I see the mayor's daily need. Being served hand and foot, huh? The world we live in are really different. So, where's the mayor? If you don't mind me asking. Didn't she come here to pray? Oh, she's playing hooky from her religious duties. Huh? Oh, I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her too. I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite the unique personality. Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued. Oh, there's no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let her know you're here. I don't know how I feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead? Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, I guess that's okay. Let's make our way over to the Bose market then. And she's not an active party member. It would be cool to walk around beating enemies with her in line. I wonder if she would be the NPC on the combat field. Huh. Nah. Shall we check? I am actually a bit curious to see what the reaction would be if we really tried to leave town. Where are you all headed? The mayor is in the Bose market. That was a chance of happening. So glad we saw that. Wow, this place is really huge. I wonder where the mayor is. Well, she does stand out in the crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought. Oh, the two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. Trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up. You're not fit to be merchants in Bose. But ma'am... Hey, we were just thinking about how to increase sales for the Bose market in general. I don't want to hear any more of you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return those goods to their original prices at once. Alright. We'll do as you say. No, I don't doubt your passion for the Bose market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose. Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best. Nice introduction. Phew, madam. Lila, so you came. I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Actually, you did a wonderful job as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Please, come back home immediately. Oh, that emblem is. Could you be the bracers I requested? Yep, that's us, but... So, does that mean you're... Oh, forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Mabel. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of Bose region. Ooh, wanna dine at a fancy place. Hopefully we won't need to pay for our own meal. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really gonna have a meeting here? I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good too. I tell you what though. I had heard the mayor of Bose was a woman, but I never imagined you would be this young. Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose market. And the political foundation which he set up. That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I ever heard one. After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high hat about that. But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again? Sure, that'd be fine. Well, what I would like to ask of you to do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I'm of the opinion that bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the army it's currently producing. The reason being, We're not fighting a war. We're trying to find answers and solve a mystery. Well, I for one will be honored, but don't you think that you're overrating us a little bit? Just called it a businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, the Royal Army continues to keep the Bose airspace a no-fly zone. Businesses are going to suffer. And just when businesses had been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration too. Ah, I see. So this is an economic appeal, right? Yes. And this is something which I can't trust to be left up to the army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter? Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but the army has actively been trying to exclude Brazers from anything having to do with the incident. So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the army who's running the show? Excluding Brazers, huh? Well, this must have something to do with General Morgan then. The man has disliked Brazers from the beginning. So, you know who the general is, Mayor Mabel? Well, he was a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with one another, so I may just be able to do something for you. Meaning? Lila. Yes, madam. Lila produced a sheet of paper and a fountain pen from her pocket and handed them to Mayor Mabel. I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. Received Mayor Mabel's letter. What's this letter for? It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the army. I see. But I wonder if that Brazier-hating general will even meet with us at all. Well, I think it will be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. You would probably be best served by saying that you are messengers for the mayor. I don't know if I like the sound of that. I feel like we're lying or something. It's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything. Since this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it. I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan? Well, there's a fort called the Hakan Gate on the international border to the north of Bose. You should be able to find the general there. I know exactly where that is. Alright everyone, I'm counting on you. You just leave everything to us. If you find anything, we'll come and let you know. I'll be looking forward to some good news. Goodbye and have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I like her. She knows exactly what she's doing. And she's a nice person as well. Especially considering her opinion about the prices of necessities. Totally agree with that. Alright, let's get going, shall we? The Hakan Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road to the north of the East Bose Highway. In short, we need to head out to the East Gate and then turn north thereafter, right? Alrighty then. Hakan Gate, here we come. Like I said, I know where it is. Because, like I said, I've been fighting everywhere. And before we head to Bose, we also checked out the blockade. And that's exactly towards Hakan Gate. So it shouldn't be too hard for us. Let's only fight the enemies that are trying to attack us. See, Hakan Gate. And it's actually really close to town, isn't it? And you are... Wait, weren't you with the Brazier Guild? Too bad, not today. Today we're here on official business. I still produced Mayor Mabel's letter with a flourish. This is Mayor Mabel's. The mayor has requested that we come out and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search. As you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later. I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. Are you serious about this? Don't you know, Mayor Mabel is one in charge over the entire region. You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. We'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire. Yeah, we got it already. Alright then, let us through. That was a lot easier than I imagined. Let's see what kind of enemies are waiting here. Ah, perfect. That's definitely a bird enemy. And what we need is 2 more poultry. Ah, that's too bad. Not a chest.
Let's move out.
Let's see if we can find a couple of more. And as long as they drop 1 chest, we should be fine. They're not that great, are they? Didn't expect it to go this easy.
Oh, are we done already?
Then the poultry, yes. And I was not concerned about this, to be honest, because the quest was given in this region, and once we accepted it, we couldn't go back to the previous area, so there had to be an enemy that gave it. A little bit too bad that it took a while to get here. Other side, we did collect a lot of Sepith along the way, and I'm very happy with that. And if you look at what Sepith we got, you could probably already see what I did to gain some extra money. So yeah, that is definitely done. Alright, so we need to fight at least 1 more for a chest. So I am gonna fight them if I see them. And then I'm gonna go over to Hakan Gate and see if we can talk to the general. Well, he needs to respond at least officially.
We're good to go.
I wonder if Estelle isn't gonna forget about hiding the bracer badge. Ooh, that's a big one. And let's go for the smaller ones first, seeing as they can be taken care of in 1 swoop. And since it's preemptive, we should have no problem having a few strikes on Mr. Big Bird here. Decent amount of HP. Ooh, oh yeah. I did level up and I got this move. Let's see what it actually is. Slices, dices, dulls the senses, penetrate the enemies, and attack delay. Not bad. And the fact that it's a line attack does mean that we can probably hit a few enemies. But in this situation, I love my dual strike. And other than that, I'm not thinking about using an extra strike. I think that's a little bit unnecessary for an enemy just roaming the streets. Oh, just not enough. Not reasonably strong. Ah, oh, come on, Estelle. If you get an attack boost, you gotta hit the enemy.
Oh, are we done already?
But this does sound like the perfect area to get the right Sepith that I needed. And to replenish what we've lost in gaining some cash. Okay, it looks like we have 2 areas to get. You know what, I'm just gonna take the little one here. And 3 enemies, 1 for everyone. Lucky that the stick and the whip have a pretty decent distance. And now that we're talking about that, I think I might wanna change the location where Charizard is standing on the battlefield when we start. Because he is a little bit distant away. And I think if we place her... Oh, that's the... We need the battle position. And if we change her more to the front, she gets closer to the enemy and needs less move to reach her target. And with her whip, that means she can hit a lot. I might just wanna even it up a bit. Yes, that's better. Because she's not weak, so it's not that she needs to stand behind Estelle and Joshua to prevent her from getting hit. Oh, come on! this asked for it. This always gets when I try to avoid enemies and get somewhere more quickly. I get chased. Damn, they really have a lot of HP. 600 left. But look at that very poor fire resistance. I see an opportunity. She doesn't have fire. Let's hit the fresh enemy just to see what fire does. Because 500, whew, that's a lot. Perfect, actually. With fire incoming, the 2 hits from the girls should be enough.
We're good to go.
And those big ones also give us poultry, so more than enough resources. This is the Hakan Gate. It's freaking huge. Of course it's huge. It acts as the sole entrance to the Empire and it's the rampart that protects Liberal from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military action. Bigger equals better. Which means that beyond this point is no longer Liberal. Yep. It's a territory of the Erebonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion. The Erebonian Empire. Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet up with General Morgan. There are some barracks right there on to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find them there. Okay, let's go. But before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned on your chest. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Estelle and Joshua reluctantly remove their bracer emblems. Somehow, I feel all weird doing this. Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this. Don't worry, that's proof that you started adjusting to being a bracer. Yes, because we are, and will always will. And what is this little thing here? Will there be somebody hiding at some point? I can imagine so. What a surprise. This is my first time eating liberal cooking, but it is rather delectable. Oh, I'm glad you like it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great liberal cooking as well. You enjoyed this trip of yours, alright? Ah, that I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Yikes. That's a compliment wrapped into an insult. But considering he has a portrait, we need to watch out for this person. He's special. Well, excuse me for having a bar here on the outskirts of a country. Before you go feasting on finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is... He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Well, he's very fancy dressed. A little bit of a posh way of speaking. He's definitely rich, that we know. I'm a merchant from the Erebonian Empire. I'm on my way to Bose. That blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed. But after talking to him, I found him to be a little bit, odd. I mean, odd. I don't know how old he is, but he's definitely odd. Good day, and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. Since this is a bar, we got wine to drink and food to eat. Just don't expect anything too elaborate. Let's see what kind of shopping things he has. Same conversion rate as in town. Potluck in a shell, we already had one. Recipe not learned, so let's buy one more. This is actually a very good one, because it cures KO, so it's basically a revive. So if the ingredients are not too bad, this might be a really great recipe. A cheap way to resurrect ourselves. A sandwich packed with greens for health consciousness. Alright. Yeah, we don't need to rest. We have enough EP. This wine is quite good. If this is called cheap wine, then Liberal must be a wonderful country of tastes. I think this only adds to the Queen Alicia's prestige as a ruler. Yeah, more compliments wrapped in insults. He's definitely royalty. Well, royalty according to games. In real life, I wouldn't know. Never met royalty. Well, at least, not yet. You never know. I'm thinking about visiting the Empire. Doesn't look like anyone's here to fill out the necessary paperwork for leaving the country, though. Well, it doesn't really matter to me, since I'm just lived my life on a whim. In fact, the only reason I decided to travel to the Empire is, well, because it occurred to me. Ah, one of those people. Welcome to the Hakan Gate. Hey, wait a minute. Did you come here by the way of Eisen Road? Yes, we did. He's probably wondering, how the hell did you get past the blockade? How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet. We came here on an errand for the Mayor Mabel from Bose. Do you think you could get us in to see General Morgan? Joshua explained what the Mayor requested without disclosing his identity. Well, that's understandable. In that case, I would definitely get you in to see the General, but unfortunately, he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. It looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? Well, I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. The bar? You mean the place we were just at? Why is there a bar in a place like this anyway? Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense, actually. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn or a bar. Well then, we'll take it up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. We definitely will. Maybe get some of that wonderful wine? Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberal, but may I ask you if you're traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberal Kingdom? Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm indeed a visitor in Liberal, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running on an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed. You're bracers, no? How you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It is true that there is a guild branches in the Empire, but actually, I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there is an air about you that reminds me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler? Please, don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold flickering eyes of ember, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. What? You're a bold one, aren't you? Wait a minute. Are you one of those men who likes otter boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert. Just as I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. Oh, how dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass, but you've already scarred me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my days, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Hey, you there. Oh, it's a soldier from earlier. The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Wow, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, but now at least we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then let's be off, shall we? Why is he coming with us? Is he trying to tag along for some reason? What are you following us around for? Yeah, your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so. Ha, you noticed. Everything about you all seemed so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please, don't mind me. Carry on. My good gents and mademoiselles? Of course we're going to mind. Now, get you. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Ah, Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better not only for ourselves, but service for the world at large too. Now, let's hurry and meet up with the general. It's more of a service to Joshua, because he definitely had an eye for him. Good on him. I could hear some arguing. Was there some kind of problem with the other traveler? Oh no, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general? Oh yes, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. Maybe. I was supposed to be off duty today, but then we received an order to maintain ready status here in the fort. I wonder why. No recipes or anything? Ah, on top of the gate, nice. Because of what happened 10 years ago, all of the guards here are very tense. I hope we never have another breach of this gate by the Imperial Army. I hope so too. The border is always confronted with threats from the Empire. Therefore, we must be extremely prudent in our actions, whatever we do. Otherwise, it could possibly give them a pretext to invade again. Yes, does seem wise considering what happened in the past. The 100-Day War, not something that was very nice. No one in prison? Actually very good. Ooh, dormitories. I was involved in a search for the missing airliner until late last night. I'm dead tired. Good for you. Me should at least try to give you all. Okay, we've got 2 doors. One is the general's, the other one is for something else. The door is locked. Pick the right one. The end of the hall on the left. It looks like this is the general's room. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of the Mayor Mabel? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad you came. My name is Morgan. I have been tasked with guarding the Hakan Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honor to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of the Mayor Mabel. Please, pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Mabel since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the Mayor. Alright then, would you please read this first? Hand over Mayor Mabel's letter. So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet. Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Ah, crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. Well, to be honest, Estelle is Estelle, and I think not even her can stop her personality from flowing out there into the world. The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we want to do anything we can to assist her. Ah, I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner, Linda, disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from the Bose landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is that the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it would likely have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of an airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So, if those have been ruled out, then what leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motive must be to loot the cargo or demand of ransom for hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. I think we're making him suspicious of us, cause we are acting like an investigation team right in front of him. He's gonna put one and two together, isn't it? I'm sure of it. Maybe not the smartest thing, guys. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that was quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An internal incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to some small mercies of Eidos, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family and Orbalship company claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Capua family. And there it is, the link to Josette. The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region, are led to be 3 siblings at their head. I take it you heard of him? Not only have we heard of them, but we just had a run-in with them in Roland. It just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle! Oops. Ah, you had a run-in with them in Roland. I'd heard that some sort of gang showed up in the Roland region, but I think he's on to us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. Ah, I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians, but I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Mabel did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men! Ooh, he looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, huh? What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out, immediately! Just what's your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs. You're no different. Hiding your identity so you could try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pulled underhanded action like that bracers cannot be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense! Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Mabel could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Shira's really pissed off, alright. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglars which seemed to be the work of Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves. They should have. Huh? And now the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet, you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages, or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline, and does not take actions on a whim. Unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape. So enough with your insolence. Ah, so you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? It's the guy from the bar, isn't it? Ah, how sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to be born, but only extends to the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle, yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the desert of your hearts to bloom. I think it's not deserts, but deserts. Could be. I can already tell it's gonna be a character I really gonna like. I hope he's in this a lot. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain. And the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss? Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Definitely a bard. Huh, it looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that you most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports. That's right, General. I could get back to my duties and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on travelers along the Isen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. Oh, I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? Oh, no matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We're in a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack? Where are you going? Wait for me! I mean, please, wait for me! Okay, let me try and introduce myself again. I am Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and a musician by trade. As you already know, I'm an Erebonian touring, your fair liberal. I'm Estelle and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle, he did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua. And I'm Sherazard. Things were getting pretty heated and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say, thanks. You got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. Aw, that's too bad. Alright then. I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now, just wait a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though, I guess it's true. You're a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's no better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in Liberal after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all you want, then I don't mind. Shira, no, just wait a second. It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of our Bracer's many duties. Alright. I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Estelle? Don't worry, Joshua. I'll save you from this perverted attentions he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he's gonna try? Oh, please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather you call me a hunter of love. Even love stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on all of you to get me there safely, so let us be off. Who titled made you our leader? Hey, wait a minute. I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you should sully Joshua's innocence. Ooh, that's interesting. He's even a fighter. Oh, I like that. Let's see, what does he have? Ooh, a gun. Ah, that's good. That's really good. And it looks like he's already wearing the Bose level equipment pieces. That's really good. And give him a lighter since we got a few of them on the valley. And let's give him a bangle. No problem. Quick draw and howling bullet. Definitely two skills I really want to see. Nice. Because him using a gun means that he can shoot an enemy at a much greater distance, so you just need to walk that far. I like that potential. But the journey to Bose will have to wait till next time, because I think it's more than late enough for this episode. So we're gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna head back to Bose, possibly share what we've learned with the mayor, and just like Sherazad said, coming up with an attack plan for next time. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.